pay on the first date?
The man.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Mental Thoughts HQ. Today reacting to a video from Alpha Central looking at broke women shaming men for choosing to keep their wallets closed in 2026. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We're super close to hitting our goal of 500 subscribers and every sub counts. Anyways, let's jump right into the video.
I couldn't realize is that these is just gay. They don't want to take you on dates. They don't want to do no gestures. They don't want to spend no money on you.
This video was made for strictly artistic and comedic reasons only. No harm or offense is intended upon anyone featured or shown in this video.
Don't love paying on the first date, so if that's a deal breaker for you, I'm gonna say probably split it even.
Is she not your queen?
You're my queen for sure.
Then why not pay your tax?
Pay my tax.
I liked him so much when he came out and then he started talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you broke?
Wanting to split the check on the first date isn't respect. It's just not treating date one like a bills due.
What do you think should pay on the first date?
The man.
I think so too, yeah.
What gives you the biggest ick?
When he doesn't pay.
What? Yeah, I guess when they don't pay, yeah.
What would you say is your favorite feature in a guy?
Smile.
It seems that every question somehow just comes back to money, and when she asks her favorite feature in a guy, she says his smile, but the whole vibe is sort of saying his wallet.
I couldn't realize is that these is just gay. They don't want to take you on dates. They don't want to do no gestures. They don't want to spend no money on you. But as soon as it comes to their homeboys want to do something, they so ready. Then they think when they do some slight for you, it's tricking. That is bare minimum.
All right, here's the thing. A guy spending time with his friends for free and not funding a date are two different things. And her logic is just, a guy not wanting to spend money on her is just gay. And it's just like calling gestures the bare minimum is exactly why some men stop making them.
Trying to go to a nice restaurant really too much to ask for a first date. Like, some men really get so offended when I say my ideal first date is a nice restaurant. And they're like, a restaurant? That's crazy. That's crazy. You would take a girl to a restaurant on a first date. How is going to dinner crazy? Like, are you genuinely just too broke to pay for it? Or you actually think that you shouldn't treat a girl that you're interested in to a nice dinner on a first date?
So a first date is supposed to be low stakes. The restaurant can come once there's an actual reason for it. It's like, why would a guy want to drop a huge $100 bill at a fancy restaurant when, he can take her out and do something fun for the first date, right? And it just doesn't make any sense.
Who pays on the first date? First date, always the guy. Would you go with a second date with a guy who asked you to split the bill? Absolutely not. If he was tall. Do you do the reach when the bill comes? Absolutely not. If it's a second date and I like him, maybe. He should wave the waiter over on his own and pay. I shouldn't even have to think about it.
All right, so wanting to feel taken care of is fine, but it just seems like there's a lot of expectation for someone you barely know yet.
Are starting to see what men have to offer besides and money, and it's not much. Most women this day and age can financially support themselves fully and completely. It isn't like back in the day when Pammy Jo and Annie Ann had to rely on you for every single penny they wanted to spend. Men also hate the fact that we're emotional by nature. The epidemic of men wanting traditional women but do not want to nor know how to be traditional men themselves is insane.
All right, so again, she's asking for a traditional man to provide and lead while skipping the traditional side herself. And the whole thing only works if both people bring their half.
Minimum he should spend on a first date.
Probably 500 minimum.
I give up. There's no hope. $500 for the first date. I wouldn't even know where to take someone to spend $500 on a first date. I don't even like myself enough to spend $500 somewhere. So why would I take some girl on a first date and expect to spend $500 minimum? This is why I don't go.
Yeah, 500 minimum on the first date is absolutely insane, and that number is the whole reason financially celibate is even trending right now.
It's a good amount of money to spend on a first date.
I would say maybe like 150.
So that's when you put the calculation, what's half of 150? That's like £75 each. Not gonna lie, I would say £300. £300 on the first date for me. That's 150 each.
But you're not expecting to pay, so he should just fuck up 300.
Yeah, you should have 300 disposable. If you're trying to impress me, if you want to take me out, £300 I think £300 is a good amount of money to have a good experience.
Why are you spending £300 on someone you're not even sure where this is going?
All right, so if it's a shared experience on the date, why isn't the cost shared? Like, she says £300 is the right amount for a good experience, but he's not even paying a single dime of it.
Girl is advising women. She said, ladies, never pay for first dates. If he asks you to split a $30 bill, he's telling you exactly how much you're worth to him. And then later that same day, she posts, does anyone know if that Tuesday special at Olive Garden is still $12.99? I'm asking for me because I'm broke until payday, LOL. It is so annoying and frustrating when a girl calls you broke because you don't want to spend your money on her.
She says never split even a $30 bill because it shows your worth, and then posts the same day asking if the Olive Garden special is $12.99 because she's broke until payday. And you can't call a man broke when you can't even cover your own dinner.
Take someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant.
Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong.
I will die.
Maybe we're not right for each other. So, respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh, no, you didn't. After the conversation, I could see how there was a lot of
Okay.
in that exchange.
Absolutely.
I was definitely very self-centered, and I can appreciate if I do want someone to provide for me. I at least gotta be a little bit nice.
So she says she's too good for a chain restaurant, and he calmly decides that they're not a good match and takes her home right on the spot. And to her credit, she does admit at the end that she was self-centered, and sometimes owning it in the moment is more than most can even manage.
If we're at dinner and we're doing 50-50 of the bill, wouldn't half of the bill be your food and half of the bill be my food? So then ultimately, if I'm paying 50%, I'm paying still 100% of my bills? Doesn't that math doesn't even make any sense. Then when the guy gets online and says, you know, oh, you don't want to be with a guy who's doing 50-50, 50-50 is still her paying 100%. So, I mean, I guess I can almost see the argument as to why if you're going to pay 100%, you might as well be by yourself and self-sustaining than pay 100% and then be with somebody who is literally just dragging you along.
I mean, what do you guys think in the comments below? Is splitting the bill 50-50 a bad thing, or is it reasonable for a first date or second date?
This is going to sound bad, but don't take it like that. What is y'all annual income a year? I'm just being honest. That's it.
Okay. Girl. All right. Why'd you end up popping your balloon? I'm pretty sure we all know, but go for it.
So she kind of led in the beginning with like the closed-minded aspect, and I felt like that answer and question was like closed-minded. I think when you coming into a relationship with growth, you know, you're going to combine both of your incomes. So to look at one person and ask them how much money they making, it seemed like it's a driven nature that you're looking for the best man to provide for you instead of you looking for the best man that's suited for you.
Asking how much someone makes that fast means you're hunting for a provider and not a partner. And that question told on her before she even finished it.
Men should offer to pay the whole bill so that men actually know if we're really interested or not. Because I know for a fact that if I don't you, I'm not paying the whole bill.
I have done God's work. I have converted her.
Thank you, Brian.
After being, and I think you might be pandering to the men.
I believe in you. You know what? You're right. You said that if women are really interested in a guy and we're really down for them, like me personally, I'll spend all my money on you. So you're right. Women should pay for the first date.
Yeah, this type of response feels like a dream in today's modern society.
I got money, but I'm not paying for your friends. They are not my friends.
Okay.
I'm not paying for them.
Okay, but I asked them to come and they said they will come with us. And I said,
You asked them to come, not me.
Okay, but I asked them to come and I said my man got money. Like,
okay, I got money, but I'm not paying for your friends. They are not my friends.
Okay, but now I look like a liar. I look like I'm lying.
That's not my fault though. That's not my fault. Because Misha, she got a man. Her man can pay for her. Tell her man to send her some money.
No, I said you gonna do it though.
No.
I said no man coming. I want you to be there, but you don't got it. You broke.
No, yes, I'm broke. I'm broke.
No,
I'm broke.
No, you not
I'm broke.
though. You not though. But you can go spend money on Balenciaga artists. But I asked you to do something for me. You can't do it.
I'm doing it for you. I'll pay for you, but not your friends. And I don't even like Keisha because Keisha talk extremely too much.
Keisha don't talk too much.
Every single time we argue, Keisha talking about that's why you shouldn't be with him, and then she always trying to get you to cheat on me. No, I'm not messing with Keisha.
Okay, because maybe you should stop arguing. It ain't about that right now. Like, no, I need you to pay for them just this one time. Like, for real.
So she invited her friends and promised that her man would pay for everyone. And honestly, it just doesn't make any sense because why would you put all the pressure for your man to pay for all of your friends that you invited to do something with? And I mean, it should make her look like a liar because at this point she overpromised for something that she couldn't even deliver on herself. Like, why would she have her man pay instead of her paying herself?
To him, the check is taken care of. You should have gotten the cheese. And I blocked him.
I'd like to think that this is a joke, but I'm getting the sense that it isn't. First of all, you're delusional if you think you'll ever find a man with these absurd types of expectations. Secondly, if the roles were reversed, you'd be spamming men are trash in the comment section. But since you're so strong and independent, you decided that humiliating him publicly by sneaking out of a restaurant was an empowering move. The next time you and your friends ask, where have all the good men gone? Remember, you left one of them in a restaurant because he didn't want to pay $3 for a craft single.
Alright, so she brags that she snuck out and blocked him after sticking in with the bill, and it's sort of the same crowd that asked where the good men went, and one of them got left when the check was over a few dollars.
The moment that man stops paying for you is the moment he stops liking you. Let's talk about it. It was like weekend 2 of this guy and I hanging out, and I will never forget, we are in the line of Chick-fil-A and he like lets me order first, but he's like keeping the distance, so I just pulled out my debit card and paid for my meal. And that's when I realized that the energy had shifted. Prior to that, he was paying for all of our meals, he was pursuing me, he was like trying to impress me and date me. In that moment of me paying for my Chick-fil-A, I felt like his homie.
The fact that so many women put their self-worth into how much a man can spend on them is absolutely crazy. Plus, she's 2 weeks into a relationship where she acknowledges that he's paid for everything up until these 2 weeks. So why is it that she's so selfish she can't pay for his meal? Maybe he's trying to gauge and see if, maybe she can hold him up at some point in the relationship. Or he wants to know, like, hey, if I make you my wife one day and maybe I lose my job or I get injured on the job and I'm out of work for a long period of time, are you going to be able to step up financially and take care of me the same way that I've been taking care of you?
Yeah, so he paid for everything for 2 weeks and she pays for her own meal once and she feels devalued. That's not him cooling off, that's her calling it a crisis the first time she even spent $1.
As a man, if you don't have your financial affairs in order, you should not be dating.
Oh, really? Why?
Dating costs money. It is an expense.
Not always. There are some very charming options for date nights that cost little to no money, but why bring that up?
It is not. Women aren't using you. Women aren't gold diggers.
Let's be honest now. Some of them are.
It just costs money.
But it doesn't have to, and that's the critical part of this that one is missing.
And if you think that spending money is ridiculous or, the woman is asking for too much, just abstain from dating. It is okay. The idea of treating someone to dinner or a few drinks, if that causes a lot of stress to you, you have a lot of other priorities to worry about.
True. I think men should spend more time worrying about spending time with a woman that actually wants to get to know him instead of worrying about how much money he spends on the date.
Alright, so her stance is that broke men shouldn't date. And I mean, honestly, connection was never supposed to even require a big spend in the first place. It's like if you're really trying to connect and get it right, it shouldn't even have to require so much money when you're trying to get to know the person.
You really decided to take me out on a date to Subway?
Yes.
Do you not have money for something nicer? I thought we were gonna go do something else, not this.
I do have money. I just don't have high faith in you.
Why would you say that?
I feel like you're in it for the money and not for me.
Of course I'm in it for the money.
See, that's why I brought you to Subway. What your true character was.
You wanted to see what my true character was by taking me to a rundown place like this. I got dressed this morning. I got up and I got ready and I took a shower and I did all the basics just to come somewhere nicer. I thought we were gonna go to Red Lobster, get margaritas. That really proves to me how much you wanted me and how much you valued my time.
I wanted to get to know you. Why does it matter where I take you? I don't have to take you to a steakhouse just to get to know you.
Alright, so he takes her to Subway as a test. She's furious it's not Red Lobster. And when he asks if she's in it for the money, she says, of course I'm in it for the money, out loud in front of everyone. And he took her somewhere simple just so he can see how she'd show up. And she told him exactly who she was. If you guys enjoyed watching, make sure to check out these other videos on the left and right, and also make sure to like and subscribe. We're currently on a goal to reach 500 subscribers, and it would mean a lot to us if you could just help us get there. Honestly, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.